All right, so like everybody's talking about smart homes, right?
Yeah.
But like, what does that even mean? Like, how do you actually get there?
Right.
So that's what we're looking at today. Like one of the, like almost like the simplest ways to start getting into that whole smart home world. We're doing a deep dive on the Amazon Smart Plug,
Oh, yeah.
and we're taking this YouTube short from this channel called Snapcart as like our starting point.
Okay.
But we're going to go way beyond just what this little plug does.
Sure.
And think about like all the bigger stuff. It brings up like convenience and voice control
Yeah.
and what it even means to have a home that's like always connected.
That's a good point because the video really gets you with that, like, that smarter home thing.
It does.
It makes you think like, oh, yeah, I want effortless living.
Okay.
And that's like what this whole market is about. And like, it's blowing up, by the way. Like, studies show it's going to be worth like hundreds of billions of dollars in the next few years.
Wow. Yeah. They really
Yeah.
nail that whole marketing thing, don't
Oh,
they?
yeah.
Like gateway to a smarter home.
Right.
Boom, you're good to go.
It's like, come on in.
Yeah, like they're almost daring you not to want this thing.
Right. And to really get why it's so appealing, you got to understand like what's going on inside.
Okay.
Because a smart plug seems simple, but it's actually pretty clever.
Okay.
It's like a translator for your old appliances.
What?
Like it lets them talk to your Wi-Fi so you can control them from anywhere.
So like instead of like getting up to turn off my lamp,
Yeah,
I could just tell like my phone to do it.
exactly. And that's actually part of a way bigger shift that we're seeing.
Oh,
We're
geez.
moving towards like voice being the main way we talk to technology.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah, it's like talking to a person, but you're actually like bossing your devices around.
That's pretty wild. But the video keeps saying convenience.
Yeah.
Like they even say something about doubling up on convenience. Like what do they even mean by that?
Well, it's like they're hinting that you're going to want a bunch of these things.
Oh.
Like you start with one for your coffee maker,
Right.
and then you're like, well, I could control the lights with this too.
Oh, I see. Yeah.
And next thing you know, your whole house is like one giant smart thing.
And that brings up the coffee maker. Like that's the example they use that always gets me.
Oh, yeah, waking up to fresh coffee.
Yeah, who wouldn't want that?
I mean, it paints a pretty good picture.
It does.
Like you want your morning to be smooth and easy.
Definitely.
But it also makes you think about some bigger questions too.
Like what?
Like, what if your Wi-Fi goes down?
Oh.
Or like, what if someone hacks into your coffee maker?
Oh, wow.
Now it's not so fun, is it?
Okay, that's a little creepy.
Yeah, but I mean, all this convenience, it can't be free, right?
True. True.
Like, there's got to be a trade-off somewhere.
Yeah. What's the catch?
Well, part of it is data.
What do you mean?
These devices are designed to be always on, always
Ah.
connected,
Okay.
which means they're always collecting data about how you use them,
Well.
even when you're not actually using them.
So even my little smart plug is feeding into this whole Internet of Things thing. For
Exactly.
people who don't know, that basically means like everything is connected to the internet.
Right, and that brings up a ton of questions about, like, privacy and security. Like, who
Yeah.
can see all this data? What are they doing with it? And, like, what are the chances someone can hack into it? These are things we all need to think about, like, as we put more and more smart stuff in our homes.
So we have this tiny little Amazon smart plug,
Right.
which seems pretty harmless.
Yeah,
Like it's just making life easier,
sure.
but underneath, it's all connected to this much bigger thing.
It is.
Like a
right?
world where everything is automatic and always collecting data and everything's always on.
Yeah, and it's good to remember that, like, technology isn't good or bad in itself.
Right.
It's all about how we use it
Okay.
and the choices we make about how it fits into our lives.
That's a really good point. So it's up to all of us to understand this stuff
Yeah.
and make choices about it. So here's something to think about. Like, what's one thing in your house that you could see being made smart?
Ooh.
And like the bigger question, do you even want it to be? Something to think about, right?
Right.
That's it for today.